Yo, what is happening, guys, and welcome back to the Let's Talk Fighting Challenge. You can tell by title and thumbnail today, we are going to be talking about something that I actually wasn't going to touch on or cover originally. It is, as you can tell by title and the thumbnail, like I said, it is Wayne Rooney is apparently coming to Misfits Boxing. I don't know. Apparently, he could be a potential fight for KSI next, which we'll get into that. We'll get into my opinions on why that doesn't really make sense, but it was announced that True Jordy did a video, Wade did a video. I watched both their videos because I actually wasn't going to touch on this myself. And then it continued to be brought up. And then Eddie Hearn was asked for some reason about Wayne Rooney boxing. And Eddie Hearn made the bold statement that he believes that Wayne Rooney would beat not only KSI in a fight, but he also thinks Wayne Rooney would beat Jake Paul in a boxing match. So he thinks Wayne Rooney would beat the two of them. And that's whenever I was like, okay, now this is getting interesting because KSI is supposed to be fighting Wayne Rooney allegedly. It was supposed to be one of those fights that was coming up next for JJ. Eddie Hearn saying he would beat Jake Paul. Now Danny Irons is calling for Wayne Rooney for some reason. It's just a completely crazy situation that I never thought I'd be in. I find myself sitting here a lot saying that I never believed I was going to be in a situation where I was talking about this. I've done it a lot with Misfits, with the tag teams, the mystery opponents. But this is just crazy. I don't watch football. I'm not a football guy. Y'all know I'm a basketball guy. I don't know anything about football, to be honest. But I know Wayne Rooney was a football player, and I think he was a very good football player. But he's never boxed in his life, I don't think. To my knowledge, he's never boxed in his life. And the fact that KSI was in talks of fighting him, I don't understand it, because we'll touch on that real quick. So, KSI is apparently in talks of fighting Wayne Rooney. This doesn't make sense, because obviously Slim's calling for the KSI fight. That fight realistically does nothing for KSI. It does everything for Slim, nothing for KSI. We already touched on this in a video I made. But then KSI's manager, Mams Taylor, was saying we have bigger things, better things to go do, etc. So you think, okay, KSI fought Tommy Fury. He lost by a point to Tommy Fury. The only place he can go now is either a rematch with Tommy Fury, to fight Jake Paul, or to fight someone like Jorge Masvidal. To fight someone on that level is the only thing that makes sense to me. I'd assume to you and to everybody else. Wayne Rooney, I don't understand it. I understand Wayne Rooney probably has a great fan base. If he boxes, a lot of people are going to tune in because they're going to want to see an athlete beat up a YouTuber to show that, not everybody's an athlete, all this. Like the same things we hear over and over whenever people want fighters to beat up Jake Paul, beat up KSI, beat up all these influencers who are trying out combat sports or any type of sport. They always want to beat them up because they always want to just go, oh, I'm an athlete, you're not type thing, even though he's a footballer, not a combat sports athlete. But you know what I mean, the way people think. So a lot of people would tune in for that. It would be, I'd say, a decent fight. If it happened, I'd watch it. I just don't understand it. Because for KSI to go from Tommy Fury to Wayne Rooney, who's never had a boxing match in his life, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in any way, shape, or form. Because KSI said himself he came back for one reason and one reason only, and that was to beat Jake Paul. That fight, I don't think, is ever going to happen at this point. I don't think it is. And if it does, Jake's fighting actual boxers, low rated boxers now. JJ's apparently going to fight Wayne Rooney. If he fought Jorge Masvidal, that's different, because then if he beats Masvidal, well, then he's like, right, you beat Nate Diaz, I beat Masvidal. You beat Tyron Woodley, I beat Masvidal. You know what I mean? Like, he can say his things. He go, you beat Ben Askren, I beat Masvidal, who beat Ben Askren. Like, he has those levels to talk shit. I just don't understand the whole Wayne Rooney thing. I'm not opposed to Wayne Rooney coming to Misfits Boxing, even though I'm not a football fan. I'm not a Wayne Rooney fan. I'm for it because I always love whenever people who don't box get in a ring and just scrap with each other. That's the fun of YouTube and influencer boxing, is we're getting people who aren't that skilled in the ring to just scrap it out and put it on an entertaining show. But to me, it would only make sense if Wayne Rooney were to fight another football player. Like, as I said, I'm not a football guy. I don't know. Wayne Rooney played for y'all are gonna go nuts if I get this wrong. Manchester United, I think. If there's football fans in this video and that's a wrong claim, they're going to go absolutely apeshit. But I think he played for Man United, so we're going to go with that. Surely he had, for all his years of playing football, surely he had some enemies. I know a lot of people don't like Wayne Rooney. So surely if a lot of people dislike him, a lot of other footballers disliked him. So surely there's some footballers somewhere there that if you go, boom, there's a million, get in the ring, punch the guy you've wanted to punch since the start of your career in the face. Here you go. main event spot. I'm sure someone would do it. So yeah, the KSI Wayne Rooney thing don't make sense. Jake Paul Wayne Rooney wouldn't happen anyway, but it doesn't make sense. Eddie Hearn's obviously claiming Wayne Rooney would beat them both. I mean, you never know. Wayne Rooney could be a god on the mitts, but I doubt it. I think KSI and Jake would both beat him, and they have nothing to benefit from this. And then if Wayne Rooney came in and beat either of them, which I doubt he would, but if he did, it wouldn't really do anything for him either because he'd probably just go take the money, go thanks for the paycheck, and then leave again. So I just don't see it makes sense. If you're going to bring Wayne Rooney in, get him to find another football player. It's like if you brought a basketball player in. If you brought for whatever, like imagine on some other planet, you get the blessing of, oh, we're bringing LeBron James in, or we're bringing like prime Michael Jordan in, or some shit. You'd be like, yeah, I want like prime Michael Jordan, prime LeBron James, just a fucking box. I'd be for it because they're both basketball players. It makes sense. They're competing, you know what I mean? But KSI versus Wayne Rooney, I don't know. But if you get another football player, I'm for it. I just don't understand the whole talks of the whole thing because to me, KSI fighting Tommy to Wayne Rooney, that's a step down. He said from going from Tommy to Slim's a step down, but you're going from Tommy to Wayne Rooney, apparently. That doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, you can let me know your opinions in the comments below. This wasn't really supposed to be a long video. It was just me saying my claims. Like I said, I wasn't even going to touch on this topic until everybody started bringing it up. And I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on here? Either Wayne Rooney's going to come and fight KSI, or he's going to be on Misfits regardless and fight someone else. But if it's going to be a reality, I thought it was just a joke. And now I've realized it probably is a reality. So I was like, fuck it, I'll touch on it. I'll let you all decide. I'll let you all make your opinions in the comments below. Yeah, what do y'all think about the situation? Do you think KSI and Wayne Rooney should happen? Are you excited if Wayne Rooney comes over to Misfits? Just having another like athlete who doesn't box come in the Misfits. If he does, who do you think Wayne Rooney should fight? Who do you think's a good matchup for him? Whether it's an influencer, whether it's another football player, y'all can let me know. But y'all let me know all your opinions down in the comments below. Like I said, let's have a discussion. Let's discuss it. I got a lot more videos coming. I'm gonna try and spam out more videos. There's a few topics that ain't gonna take long to talk about. I'm just gonna try and spam them out together. We're going to touch on Bryce Hall. He's going to do bare knuckle boxing again. We're going to touch on AJ and Francis Ngannou. We're going to talk on Jake Paul mentioned about the PFL and Bellator type of thing, but I'll discuss that in a different video. But yeah, as always, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all thinking positive. Hope you all staying safe. Of course, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And I'll see you in the next one. So, peace.